welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, La Santé et Nous. My name is Melissa. If it's your first time to come on this channel, I welcome you to this channel. Make sure before leaving this channel, you like, you subscribe, and you comment. Today on this platform, I'm not alone. I have a special guest with me who I will let her introduce herself. Hi.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Albine.
Hi. Thanks for having me. My name is Albine. I am a mental health nurse.
Yeah, like she said, the name is Albine, and it's such a great pleasure to be with you on this platform. And thank you very much for agreeing to doing this with me. And today I have a couple of questions that I've prepared for Albine. But before we get there, I just want Albine to tell us what she does for a living and how long has she been doing it for.
Like I said before, I am a mental health nurse. I have been in the field for the past 7 years.
And you still enjoy your work?
Absolutely. I love what I do, and actually I wouldn't swap it for anything else.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for everyone that have tuned in to watch us today. The reason why I have Albine on this platform, as most of us know, during the time of coronavirus, so many people went through depression and so many people suffered from mental health issues. And I just wanted to have Albine on this platform because she's an expert in the field. As she mentioned, she's been working as a mental health for 7 years, you
That's
said?
right.
Yes. And I have a lot of questions myself that I would want to know, and a couple of questions that people have asked me, and I just want to ask an expert. So Albine, I have questions for you here today. Are you ready to go through it?
Definitely.
Okay. My first question is, what is mental health illness?
Mental health illness, I would like the viewers to be able to understand what is mental health and what is mental health illness. Mm-hmm. Mental health is the level of psychological well-being, and it's the absence of mental health illness. Whereas mental illness is the presence of a mental health concern, which has been ongoing and it has been affecting one's level of functioning.
Okay. So with the mental health illness, people are not able to function as they would normally do.
Definitely. If you have got mental health concerns or mental health illness, most people are affected by that. And that results in them not being able to do a lot of things, such as going to work or even looking after themselves well. You know, people might not have the interest to do a lot of things which they had enjoyed doing in the past.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Thank you for that information. And what causes mental health illness?
Mental health illness, like many other health problem, can be caused by genetic factors and environmental factors as well as social factors. So many people end up having mental health problem because their parents didn't have mental health or did have mental health. Some people is because of where they are living. So things such as COVID, for example, it's an example of an environmental factors that could lead one to have a mental health problem. And social issues could be things, such as having problems in relationship and or families or work. These are the social factors that could lead one to have a mental health problem. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. And my next question is, I want to know the impact of COVID on people's well-being, because we've heard and I've read quite a lot of things that have mentioned that during the time of coronavirus, a lot of people went through mental health problems. And why is that?
Unfortunately, like many people are aware, COVID has affected a lot of people, both physically as well as mentally. As I said before, I am a mental health nurse, and unfortunately we've been seeing a lot of people that are coming to the settings to receive mental health treatment or support. COVID has had a very negative impact on many people. And that's because obviously people are not living their usual life.
Yeah.
You know, like many people would say, life was no longer normal, or it hasn't been normal for a lot of people. And that is the reasons why a lot of people are ending up having mental health illness. And a lot of people have, you know, lost their loved ones.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big issue as well. And that has led people to be affected psychologically.
Oh, thank you very much. And from what you're saying, mental health is a big issue that we need to be aware of. And my next question is, we hear a lot about depression, but then I want to find out, what is depression?
Depression is a low mood.
Yeah.
It's a low mood which has been persistent, which has resulted in one not being capable to live their life the way they were living before.
Yeah.
So one can say they have got depression if they're no longer able to live their normal lives.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that do have mental health, they display symptoms such as eating too much or eating too little, sleeping a lot or sleeping not too much. Many people will be saying things such as they want to end their lives, they feel hopeless, and a lot of people will lose interest in activities which they were doing before, and a lot of people will just, you know, not want to go to work, and mood change. A lot of people do become either aggressive, and a lot of people do just become very reserved.
Okay.
So they avoid being in a sort of social place with others. So that's what depression is. It's a low mood which has been going on for some times and has resulted in one not functioning the same way that they were sort of functioning before. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. As Albine highlighted, depression is a low mood which causes a person not to function the way that they've been functioning before. And I really like the fact that you elaborated on someone can tell you that they're feeling hopeless or the life is not meaningful no more. Because most of the time someone can tell you that, or we have family members that can tell us that, but we just think maybe the person wants attention. But from what you've said, it's just highlighted how it is important to take on every word that the person say and not just make assumption that they are attention seeking. Thank you so much. And the next question is, what causes depression?
As I did touch on that before,
Yeah.
I did say on what could cause mental health illness.
Oh yeah.
So it's the same as depression. Depression can be caused by social issues, you know, relationship breakdown, and having to lose your loved ones. Environmental factors such as the COVIDs and the place where you are living, if it's too noisy, you know, for example, if you work early mornings and you don't get to sleep well because the environment or the place where you live is too noisy, you know, that could lead one to have depression. And also if your parents did have depressions or they had to actually experience much of their lives living with that depression, that could result in one ending up having depression as well.
Okay.
So there are a lot of factors which contribute to one to have, you know, depression.
Oh wow, that's very interesting to know that it can be hereditary, if I should say, in a way.
Right.
Yeah, that's very good, because we only think of physical health as being physical health problems as being hereditary, but when it comes to mental health, we don't really think things like something like depression can be hereditary. And that's really good information that you've given us there. And I just want to know, if I'm going through depression myself, how can I help myself?
One can help themselves only if they could be able to identify that they're having depression. So the key words there is to identifying. If you are able to say, yes, I'm having depression, or I feel as though I might be having depression, then you will be able to help yourself.
Okay.
But if you get to a point when you can say to yourself, yes, I feel as though something is wrong with my mental health state, then the first point of help is your GP.
Oh, great.
You consult with your GP and explain to your GP how you're feeling. You tell them your symptoms, and they shall be able to either prescribe you antidepressants, because they will be asking questions before they can identify that yes, you have got depression.
Yes.
Antidepressant won't just be prescribed for the sake of it.
All right.
So the antidepressant will be prescribed, and if that does not help for some times, then you can go back to your GP, and the GP might then do another mental health assessment, or they could refer you to a mental health setting where you will be having a thorough mental health assessment, and from there, then the mental health professionals will be able to support you further.
Oh, thank you very much. And as you've heard, it is important to get help from medical staff. So go to your GP if you feel that you're going through depression, which I believe is very important. If you can identify it for yourself that you have something wrong with you, then you seek help from healthcare professional.
But it's also important to add that, I mean, not always we have to go and see the GPs.
Okay.
You can also talk to your loved ones.
All right. Okay.
You can talk to people that you live with, or your best friends, or whoever you confine in.
Yeah.
You just speak to them about how you feel, and some people do believe in prayers, which it helps. It helps many people. You do tell your pastors, anyone that you believe will be there to pray for you. And but I always emphasize on seeking professional help as well.
Okay.
Yes, but you can also tell your family members or anyone else that you feel they might be able to know what is going on with you, and they could also be able to assist you further. Yeah.
Oh, great. You've touched on family. Speaking to people around you, speaking to your loved one, but how can family members help if somebody's going through depression?
Family members do know how we are. Yes. So if you're living with somebody, you will know how they behave, their attitudes. You will know what is usual and what is not usual for them. Yeah. In terms of their mental health state. So your loved ones can always watch out for how you're behaving. Are you sleeping a lot? Are you sleeping too little? Are you eating much? Are you gaining weight? Are you losing weight? They're able to identify these things. Are you losing interest in the things you love to do? Are you not going to work? Those things family members need to keep a close eye on, and approach their loved ones and find out what the problem is. Whenever they're able to see this, they should be speaking to their loved ones and find out what is going on. Yeah. And if they're able to identify what the concern is, then they will be able to assist, whether to get professional help or speak to them and find out exactly how they can help.
Great stuff there. I know you've touched on this one. You've spoken quite a lot about the symptom of depression, but I just want you to bullet point them so that obviously if somebody had to watch the video and they get to that point, they can tick off, actually, I'm feeling this way. Yes. So I just want you to bullet points. I know people are different. Everyone would experience depression differently. Definitely. But can you just give us a couple of points or bullet points of if somebody's going through depression?
Definitely. Like I said before, don't just think, because I have lost my appetite today, that I have depression. No. It happens to all of us that someday you're just waking up and you don't feel like doing this, you don't feel like eating, you don't feel like sleeping much, you don't feel like sleeping a lot or little, and it all depends. However, if the symptoms that I'm about to state are ongoing, that's the time when you might think, yes, I might have depression here. Yeah. So I did say things as in losing interest in the things you love to do. Things that you love to do could be going to the gym, and you're no longer having that enthusiasm. You're no longer enthusiastic to go to the gym. And that has been continuous. It's been going on for some times. And you're not going to work. You're finding yourself staying at home and sleeping too much, or you can't sleep. You're having to eat a lot. some people that have got depression, they have what you call comfort eating. They just they find food has a way to comfort themselves when it comes to dealing with their depression. Some other things could be suicidal ideations. Some people also have got psychosis symptoms, which are delusions. So you start thinking things or seeing things that other people cannot see. And some people result in hearing voices. You hear different type of voices. Some of them could be telling you good things, some of them could be telling you bad things. It all depends, but in most cases, people with depression, when they start having psychotic symptoms, they end up having voices that are telling them to do bad things, one of which being committing suicide. So you have to be very, very watchful of yourself when you get to that stage. You need to speak to your loved ones straight away, or consult with a professional staff and speak to them about that. So like I mentioned, there are a lot of depression symptoms which one should just be able to say, yes, I've been having this for some times. Maybe I should seek help, or I should speak to my loved ones.
Great, wonderful. Thank you very much. You've touched on suicide, which we will explore in our next videos. You've touched on a lot of symptoms there, and I hope those that are watching at home can be able to use this information, not just for themselves, but if they feel that somebody else they know is going through it, and then you can follow the step of talking to them or seeking medical help, especially when it comes to the point where you can't cope with what they're telling you. So try and seek medical help for them or for yourself too.
Definitely.
Okay, so I just want to know, because people that have mental health illness, they tend to be on medication. And my two questions are, is medication important? And what are other ways that they can choose if they don't want to take medication? Is there any other treatment that they can go on if they don't want to take medications?
Unfortunately, for mental health illness, it's like, diabetes and many other physical conditions that are irreversible or curable. As soon as you have mental health illness, you have got mental health illness. The only way you can live with it is by taking medications, as well as other therapies which you can combine with taking medications. These are to help you remove the symptoms which you might be experiencing. You can start by taking medications, like I said before. Go to the GP. The GP can prescribe you some antidepressant, things like sertraline, citalopram, and what have you. If that does not help, then you can try to combine it with talking therapy. So you have got a lot of different talking therapies. You have got the psychodynamic therapy. You've got CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, and you have got interpersonal therapy as well as group therapy. So you have got a lot of talking therapies available, which are on NHS or even on private health care. So this can help you to elevate symptoms of depression.
Thank you very much. As you've heard, there are many other therapies that you can also be used to alleviate symptoms of depression. We are heading toward the end of our videos. Albine, thank you so much. You've been brilliant. The information that you've given us has been amazing. I just want you to give you an opportunity to sum up with everything that you've said. I'm sure people can watch the video. It's been great information. But any advice that you can give to conclude this video?
I just want to emphasize that mental health illness, it is important for you to seek help. Once you start feeling that, yes, you have, something going on mentally that you can't cope with, or people that you live with, or your friends, whoever is around you cannot deal with, do seek professional help. Do seek professional help. Like I said, the first point of contact could be your GP. Go to your GP, speak to them, explain how you're feeling. And if you're coming to a point when you're feeling that you need an urgent assistance, please do call 111 option 2. There is always a mental health practitioner that is available to help you. Otherwise, you can attend any straight away if you feel that you might be in danger or you are a danger for other people because of your mental health.
Wow, thank you very much. I've learned a lot of information from this video, from this encounter that I've had with you. And like Albine said, there's nothing that I can add from that. But please, guys, as she emphasized at the end of what she said, there is help. It's 111 option 2 option. So we all know there is a way that you can get help. So please don't overlook if you're going through mental health issues. Seek help. And if you think that your friend might be going through it, don't ignore it. Don't just say that the attention seeking, because these things are real. Thank you so much, Albine, for today. Thank you very much for agreeing to share this platform with me.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone that have been watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to your favorite YouTube channel. I will see you next time, where I will discuss again with Albine on suicide. Thank you very much and take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.